Hi, that's Josh, and I'm Jenna, and it's another edition of I Teach My Wife Sales.
Good intro, hon.
So what'd you buy, hon?
Bought an expensive road bike, went to 3 different bike stores. I wanted a Pinarello Dogma F12 disc in a 52 or 53 for all you bike nuts out there. Called the first bike shop. They told me they had a few in stock. Told me to come on in and take a look. Second bike shop told me the same thing. But something very different happened when I called the third bike shop, Racer's Edge in Boca, owned by John. Jenna's going to play John. I'm going to be me. Here's what happened. Ring, ring, ring.
Racer's Edge, this is John.
John, I'm looking for a Pinarello Dogma F12 disc in like a 51, 52, 53, like white or Venetian blue. Do you guys have any of those in stock?
Well, that sounds like a gorgeous bike, Josh, but we don't sell bikes that way here.
You don't sell bikes that way?
Right, like you might think you're a 52 or a 53 in a Pinarello. You may drive it around the parking lot, feels great, you buy the bike, you take it home, but when you take it on the longer rides, like a 50-mile ride, and you start to get some aches and pains, these bikes cannot always be adjusted. Then you'd have to sell it, and typically you take like a 30 or 40% loss on the bike.
Oh my gosh, so what do you guys do?
So what we do here is it's a 2-hour process. We fit you for the bike first, and then we match you to the bike that fits you.
That's what you guys do all the...
We've done it over 5,000 times, 5,000 happy customers.
I bought the bike from John, a bike that was different than the one I originally set out to buy. Jenna, what does this have to do with sales? What's the lesson here?
Well, I think John earned your business because he was different. He had expertise, and I forgot the third thing.
Two's enough.
Two's enough.
So in order to stand out, you have to stand for something. The other bike shops were selling me a bike. John was shining a light on a future disaster that I wasn't aware of. The lesson here is that you have to stand for something to stand out. What is it that you know that your prospect doesn't know that can hurt them? So that's the story of the expensive bike.
So how expensive was it?
It was expensive.
Like how expensive?
Listen, what happens in the expensive bike store stays in the expensive bike store.
Well, Josh, two could play at that game.
What?